Hey guys, this is Asdjke, and today we're going to be checking out my combo lock. Now this is an item combination lock, and it can be infinitely expanded really easily. The section for the combinations is one wide tileable, so it's pretty dang cool. So let's jump in and check it out. So here I have a very simple demonstration to show you guys what this can do. Now here I've got a chest which says enter your password, so we're going to go ahead and throw our items in there in the correct order. And as we'll see, the redstone lamp turns on above us. Now, it doesn't get more simple than that, so this thing's pretty cool. So this lock is also order sensitive, so let's just go ahead and throw these in a random order here. And as we see, the light above us does not turn on, because that was not the correct order at all. So one really cool thing about this combination lock, it's the fact that it's infinitely expandable. So I've gone ahead and just added another 7 layers on, so now we're up to a total of 10 for the combination. Let's go ahead and enter that here. So here we go, we'll just put the items in one by one. And then the light will turn on right then when it's done. So this thing is really compact. It is a total of 7 by 6 by a minimum of 4. Now every time you add another layer on to make the combination more strong, obviously it's going to make it one wider. Now that's no big deal. Yeah, but this is very small for what it does. So yeah, I'm going to jump in and show you guys exactly how to build it. So we're going to want to start off with our hopper array. So we'll come up a couple blocks off the floor first off, make life easier. Now this chest is going to be where all the items go after they've been finished processing. So on the back of that, we're going to hold shift and place 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers. Now this is because I want to do 3 layers, so you're going to do one more than the total amount of layers that you want to use. Now 1 layer per extra combination you want. Then we'll just put hoppers straight into those. Now on the end one here, one goes straight down. And then out here, what we need to do is hold shift off the edge of that. We can place blocks and come out a couple. Then we're going to place these hoppers up against the face of those blocks. Now this is going to make them face out into air. Now this is very key, so make sure you don't miss that a little bit. Cool. And now place the blocks right next to these middle hoppers here. Just up against them like that. With some comparators coming out of them. And we're going to go up and down above that block for each layer. It's going to go out 2. And down in this gap for each layer, some repeaters and redstone on top. Now we're going to need some upside down pistons like this with redstone blocks. That's going to keep all these hoppers powered just like that, which is exactly what we want. So now we'll hook up the mechanism that makes it order sensitive. So we're going to bring down some blocks just like this. Up like that. Just like that. I'm going to need an upwards facing dropper. This is not a dispenser, it's a dropper. Just like that. And a hopper going into the side of that with 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers coming out of there. So that 4 number, or whatever it is for you, is 1 more than the total amount of layers you have. So here I have 3, so that goes out 4. And some more hoppers going into them. And up on top, the last one's going to go straight down. Then the rest of them will go into the ones next to them, just like that. Now on the end here, we're going to need a comparator, redstone up there, and a repeater going back into that block, just like that. Now over this side, we're going to want to put some blocks, just like that, to get that block there. Comparator on the end of that. Now we're going to need a sticky piston. And on the end of that is going to go a redstone block. Now this is going to trigger the bottom part here, which is going to go over underneath your layers. Come out like that. Then it's going to go up 1 block. Repeaters going into each of those blocks. And some redstone underneath like that. Now on top of these hoppers, just place your tracks. And on either end of that, a block. And wherever you see fit on either end, just power that. And cool. Whack your minecart hopper or chest minecart down on top of that. Awesome. Now the last thing to do is to program it. So this is really simple. What I'm going to do is use an anvil. And I'm actually going to rename some items. Now this adds a lot of extra security. So I'm going to rename this to just some random letters and numbers actually. Because I don't think anyone's quite going to crack that. I'm going to put 1 of each of these in. Just spam our keyboards. anybody else comes up with this exact password, I would be surprised. So here we go. So there's our beautiful password. Now, all we need to do with that is come up to these hoppers. And what we'll do is get 22 of them and put them in like that in the exact order we want. So we want it to go orange. I'm going to have it go green. And we're going to have it go into pink. Just like that. So they only go in the first few. This last column, leave that blank. That's for any items that would be incorrect. And then that goes ahead and resets it because it's the incorrect password. So that's all you need to do for the programming. Then the last thing you actually need to do is come over here. And then just any random block, I'm just going to throw my anvil in there. Just chuck in. And that's going to go ahead and sit here. And that is how it can determine whether it's in the right order and all that good stuff. Now all you need to do is hook up your outputs. So the cool thing about this is it can actually have a bunch of different outputs. It can have an output per layer, which is really cool. So at the moment we can see it's on the first layer and it's not correct. And then when the second one, when the first one gets then correct, it'll go into the second one, third one, fourth one, etc., etc. And then this last row here, when this activates, that means that you have the correct combination. Now, since hopper timings are still a little bit strange, I've found this is the best place to attach an output. So on this end hopper right here, just attach your comparator, and then hook up any output. Here I've just whacked in some redstone lamps. So let's go ahead and try this out. Put in my combination into this chest. And there's our output. So here's the setup I was using at the start of the video. Now, up here, you can see there's actually a hopper minecart here in this block, which was pulling items out of the chest, and then this hopper minecart under here was then pulling items out of that hopper minecart, which was pulling it out of the chest. Now, this is a really cool way to be able to get items out of this chest with the seamless underneath. So here, all I need to do is just put some blocks around it, like so. And you wouldn't even know there's a minecart in there, or anything pulling anything out of it. So that looks really cool. Now that's really simple to do. All you need to do, let me just do it here for you guys. Just grab some track, some blocks, a piston, and a lever. And all you need to do is whack down your rail with your hopper minecart, break that. You can just encase it except for one side, like that. And piston. Just put your block on that piston, then all you got to do is just push the block into the minecart, and that's it. And now there's actually a hopper minecart in there, which is going to pull it out of the chest, and this hopper minecart here is going to pull it out of that one. So we can see that working right here. If I put that in there, it's going to grab it out, and now it was in there, and then it's obviously incorrect, so then it's going to make its mighty journey all the way back. Cool. So here we have a rather extreme setup. Now there's one thing I would like to note with this, is that underneath here, the 15 block redstone limit is an issue. Now it's very easy to fix. All you got to do is come over here and go one block before the signal runs out, bring it out one with some redstone, repeat it there, and then the one next to the first one here that's run out of power, simply do this, block up, and redstone there. Then do that every time the signal runs out, and you'll be golden. So, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it as always. There will be download links in the description for an MC Edit schematic and a world download where you guys can check this out for yourselves. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.